Microsoft has been in the news a lot lately, and I think not all of it has been good news. Now, this is in particular would go down as some bad news, and you would expect people to go, oh, well, there they are. Typical Microsoft doing the thing that Microsoft does best, and that suck. Sorry to kind of quote every PlayStation fanboy ever, but with that being said, I still find it to be pretty incredulous that, so many fans are, seemingly against Microsoft as well. Mostly though, like I said, it's the other side that tends to be doing this. So when you do see stuff like this, which I want to keep in mind is still a rumor right now, so we take all those with a grain of salt because we never know if those are going to be accurate or not. Like, I'm just going to be honest, like sometimes these things are, accurate, sometimes they're not. Sometimes we get some good news, sometimes we get bad news, and this would be, in my opinion, a little bit of bad news, but at the very least, I think it would be bad news that kind of makes sense. And, at the end of the day, I think that's all Microsoft can ask for at this point. Like, there's been so much negativity, all these companies trying to stop them from getting Activision, which, of course, Sony wouldn't want them to get it due to Call of Duty, clearly. Then you also have the situation where, Google wouldn't want them to get them because, then they're going to be able to fight them with their own storefront, which Google likes having a duopoly where there's no competition. So again, there's always going to be, it seems like there's something up there to kind of stop Microsoft or try to prevent Microsoft from doing what they need to do. And Microsoft, realistically, I know not everybody's going to believe this, the things that they're trying to do is make competition better for everybody. That's the thing that I think that people kind of forget in all of this hoopla, and I hope that we kind of see something come from this sooner rather than later. But yeah, I want to get into it. Should be a good video. What's up, everybody? Crap Gamer here with Crap Gamer Reviews, back with yet another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I certainly appreciate it, and each and every one of you. Please like the video, as I'm looking to get 100 likes on each of the videos that I do. Would be tremendous if you guys could help me out and do that as well. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. So we know that Microsoft is gearing up for a big showcase, as I've done videos on that and talked about it numerous times as well. And that sounds like it's going to be, a lot of fun. They're going to be showing off Redfall, which supposedly is going to be launching early April, which I think is pretty cool if you think about it. But then you also have a situation where, you're having Forza Motorsport, which supposedly is going to be launching in the spring as well. You have Minecraft Legends, which is another first party. I know it's not exclusive, but it's still a first party game and a Game Pass game that's going to be launching early in the year. So you have these games launching early in the year. Where does that leave Starfield? Uh-oh, folks. It looks like Starfield is delayed out of the first half of 2023. Still coming this summer, however, though. A new rumor claims that Bethesda's sci-fi RPG has yet again been delayed out of the first half of 2023, but is still targeting a summer release. Microsoft has several major first-party releases lined up for Xbox this year, and there's little doubt in anyone's mind that the biggest game of them all is Bethesda's upcoming spacefaring RPG Starfield, due out in the first half of 2023. Now, there's a ton of hype, massive amount of hype and excitement, though now there's a chance we could be waiting just a tad bit longer, but it isn't as bad as it all seems, as per a YouTuber, Mr. Matty Plays, who recently said on an episode of Defining Duke podcast that, based on what he's heard from a source that he trusts quite a bit, Starfield's in line to get a delay again, and he clarifies that it won't be a significant delay, though the game is likely getting pushed out of the first half of 2023. It's still allegedly targeting a summer launch, which means it could be out before September, unless it gets delayed again, of course. Now, given Xbox's release schedule for first-party titles in the coming months, this wouldn't come as a massive surprise, as Redfall is supposedly launching in May, like I said, with early access to it in April, while Forza Motorsport and Minecraft Legends are also due out in the spring. To some extent, it would make sense that Microsoft pushes Starfield out another couple of months, so to kind of space out its releases a little bit more. Bethesda did recently reiterate that Starfield is still set to release at the first of the year, so there is that. Now, anything can happen. Like, listen, I'm not saying, I don't really know who this guy is. Apparently, he's a big YouTuber or whatever, so he could be right. Maybe he's heard from good sources or whatever, but, the sources that I tend to trust, like the Jez and that kind of stuff, I think, is a different situation than what we're sort of used to. And for me personally, I find that to be pretty on par with what we would expect. Now, at the end of the day, Starfield's going to get a standalone showcase in the near future that's going to provide an extended look at the game. There's a good chance we end up getting concrete details and a release date, because that seems to be the way that Microsoft is doing these. Like I've also covered in Xbox Germany, their Xbox Wire post said we're going to get release dates for Forza Motorsport as well as Redfall and Minecraft Legends. So it looks like we're going to be seeing that before too long, and that's exactly what we need to be seeing. We needed to be getting, release dates for these games, get people excited, hyped up for what Microsoft has to offer, because Microsoft has done, I would say, probably the worst job that they've done in recent memory, where everything is concerned when it comes to this type of thing, right? Like, they haven't really done a good job, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I think they're great. I think what they've been able to kind of accomplish and pull off has been nothing short of, miraculous, right? And to me, that is something that, they deserve a lot of credit for, the fact that they've been able to kind of pull off some of these amazing things. And, again, that whole no game stuff is far beyond, like the past, as far as I'm concerned, right? Like, Microsoft has really done a good job of going out there and making sure that everybody has something to look forward to, and that's the best thing that they can do right now. Like, keep everybody on board. There's always going to be this. There's always going to be some kind of news, basically, where people are going to say all these negative things about Xbox. And look, that's going to just, obviously, that's going to continue to happen, unfortunately. Microsoft has to right the wrongs themselves. Unfortunately, they can't go out there and allow things to, this is why it was important for them to go out and make sure that, hey, at the end of the day, they have set people's expectations. And what I mean by that is, when they first rumored that they were going to come out with a showcase, like a little direct or whatever, they weren't going to be able to show Starfield. People needed to know that, and they set that expectation. They said, oh, you know what, we're not going to do Starfield that day. It's going to have its own standalone thing, which I thought was a very good idea, given the fact that, Microsoft, let's be real, that game, Starfield, is so far above and beyond everything else. Like, that was all the talk of that not E3 last year, right? Nobody cared about any other stuff. It was all about Starfield, whether you liked it or not. That's what it was about. You don't want to kind of drain out and drown out your other games. So very smart of them to kind of do that. But I hope that they continue to set the expectations and let everybody know before a lot of these rumors run wild. Now, I'm not saying, respond to every crazy rumor out there, but something like this, maybe go, oh, well, we haven't really set a firm release date, but, we're focused on delivering the best possible game that we can, and I think that would be, like, the important thing to do. But with that being said, let me know what you all think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. You are amazing. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, crap gamer out.